Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are around the world. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today we're in World of Warships for my Let's Improve series. Because let's be honest, I'm a little bit of a potato when it comes to World of Warships.
Hands to action station.
So this is a replay. Obviously there may be replay bugs, just bear that in mind. However, I'm going to see if I could have improved in what I was doing. Now this particular replay, like a few of them that I will be doing in the future, is going to be from a stream. So I did this live a few weeks ago, and now I am doing the replay. So I'm in the Thunderer. This is tier 10. Yeah, entirely tier 10.
Contact.
Battle. And obviously, being in the Thunderer means, you know, I'm going to be using my high explosive, but at the moment I've got my armor piercing loaded. And I'm going to be going over to the sea cap. Now, at the moment, as you can see by the minimap, I don't have it. I don't have much support. So we'll see what happens, shall we? Because I can't even remember what happened. So we're going to see. Now, what I do remember is I did rack up a reasonable amount of damage, nothing groundbreaking. We are in Thunderer, we're expecting fires and fire damage. Also to bear in mind, each team has a submarine and an aircraft carrier. The two things that are utterly overpowered and just shouldn't be in the game. Regardless. So we have the destroyer capping C, who's just got reset. I'm on my way to C, and I'm detected right now, which means destroyer. One of the destroyers around. With my notice, the Worcester. Now, unfortunately, I switched to the high explosive. Now, I'm using high explosive against high explosive.
Torpedoes to port.
6,000 damage. Decent. But it's a Worcester. It's gonna spitting out high explosive shells. Those torpedoes, not an issue. While I get spammed. So I'm gonna try and not get spammed by Worcester as much as I possibly can. And it's the Shimakaze that's over there. Stealthiest destroyer, and he's got spotted by the Italian destroyer over there. I have shots out, but he's slowing down. I was anticipating him slowing down, but I should have aimed slightly to the left. A bit more. Single fire, I'm not going to extinguish that, I'm not going to use that. And here comes the submarine. I've just been pinged. So, I'm turning away,
Torpedoes
as you would. And I've got aircraft coming in.
Torpedoes astern.
Homing, but we do manage to dodge those torpedoes
Torpedoes
quite
astern.
nicely. That Shimakaze is dead. We can now go back to the Worcester. He's slightly sticking out,
Fire.
so I'm going to fire that. Again, I've got my high explosive because of the destroyer behind me anyway. So regardless, I wouldn't have had armor piercing ready. And because Worcester's sticking out, may as well. Depth charge bombers away, and I'm going away from said submarine, because in the very same stream I got screwed over a lot in my repulse, and I hardly did anything because, well, he basically charged forward and torpedoed me to death. But that was another battle. That was an earlier battle. So I've disengaged, but I have shots out. What was that? What did I just shoot at? I think it was the Schlieffen, wasn't it? I've taken the camera from myself a little bit now, so I'm flipping myself around, ready to re-engage again because my heal is now on cooldown. I mean, I have the support pushed through. Obviously, I had to disengage mainly because of that sub. And I'm now detected again. And I don't realise that till a lot later. I really should have. Submarines here. So I'm like, okay. I'm going to try and do that. Now, what I didn't realise till a lot later was the Montana's depth charges actually killed that sub. There are some things that, yeah, I should have noticed a lot sooner. That is one of them. Broadsiding and Burgoyne, but the Burgoyne's guns aren't pointing this way, so we're going to fire off some high explosive shots over there. Which are going to be good hits. We've managed to get the elevation and positioning of where to shoot just fine, and we've got a fire burn. Gearing, yeah, we're going to shoot that with high explosives as well, as it was the ammunition that was still. We've got one hit from that. So not terrible aim, but it's a destroyer, so it can easily dodge our shells, because we're a battleship. Big, heavy caliber that take their time to get to its target. Mecklenburg might be the next target I'm aiming at. Yep. I notice he's slowed, so I'm going to put a lesser lead on that. And I was correct in that sense, so that was good. If you look at my positioning, I'm behind another battleship. There's a battleship right next to me. We are winning this humongously. 500 points, 300 points. We have 2 caps, they have 1. We have killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their ships. They've killed 4. So I'm not overly positioned here. Obviously, I've slowed down, I think, more for the Mecklenburg. Just to get some more shots out. Because otherwise I'm going to go behind the island, but that Mecklenburg has now been torpedoed by our gearing. And we have a smokescreen with lots of armor piercing coming out of it. So let me guess, we have a Minotaur. We are air detected, but that's going to go away soon. Aircraft coming in.
Anti-aircraft gun cruiser on full alert.
And
Torpedo dead
torps.
ahead.
We're going to take one. That's fine. We're basically full HP. We've got a flood. We don't need... It's just a flood. It's equivalent to a fire. Just a single fire. We don't need to repair. Otherwise that's a waste. We've got shots out on Montana. We've managed to get ourselves a fire. And we're going to get those rear turrets shooting as well at that Montana. It's not too reasonable that we're pushing up now. We've basically got them all cornered and everything. It's basically GG at this point. I've got enough health and enough heals to come back. Now Minotaur's kind of targeting me in open water. I have still HE, so I'm going to fire at Minotaur. But I've switched to armor piercing because I'm like, it's a Minotaur. I'm going to see. That wasn't the best of aim. It was too high. Maybe a little bit more lead would have been better. And I'm like, double fire. Fine. I'm still got a heal off, actually. I'm mid-heal. So I'm like, I'm going to leave that for now. And I'm waiting for the Minotaur to turn. And here are some torpedoes. And here is the enemy gearing. And that's when I'm like, I'm going to use my damage control. Because I've just been torped as well. Don't want to go any lower than this 24k than I currently am at. So now gearing knows where I am. So I've pointed my nose in towards him because I'm like, well, torpedoes. I know also he's used his 2 spreads. But then we have aircraft coming in. Which we're going to take a few. Now at this point, I practically know I'm done for because I now have a flood. So I've now paused it at the exact time of me going down. So could I have done anything differently there? Possibly. If I hadn't had gone on the course directly to Smoke, because I think what I was thinking is I'm going to push gearing. One, I have the HP at the time. Two, he's used both torpedoes, tubes, so his torpedoes are on cooldown. However, I'm still air spotted, so gearing is still putting through high explosive shells. I think though, if I'd done anything differently, and that was to turn my ship entirely around, I might have been able to dodge the airdrop torpedoes, thus having less damage done to me. I think that's definitely probably the point there. But I've done 62,000 damage, which is decent. I've played with my team. I haven't been too out of position. I've played, I would say, quite fairly and quite average. There's no major mistakes here, I don't think, but there's no big plays here anyway. But I think we've basically done our job. That being said, our damage could have been more, obviously, if we'd lived. And that concludes the first episode of World of Warships Let's Improve #1 with the Thunderer. Let me know your thoughts, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, any feedback that you have. I do enjoy the game. I know it's maybe not in the best state, but I enjoy it from time to time, including streaming it from time to time at twitch.tv/MaverickRNG. If you enjoyed this video and like to see more like this one, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell and make sure you are notified of any new content. Discord link is in the description below, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Take care.